A flurry of meetings over 2 days. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi came to Washington looking to help rebuild China's tense relationship with the U.S. and find common ground through talks with U.S. President Joe Biden, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, and U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. It was an opportunity for the two sides to open channels of dialogue, communication, and cooperation on a deeper level.
China and the United States need to have dialogue. Not only should we resume a dialogue, the dialogue should be in-depth and comprehensive, so that with dialogue, we can increase mutual understanding, reduce misunderstandings and misjudgment, constantly seek to expand common ground and seek cooperation that will benefit to both sides, so that we can stabilize China-U.S. relations and retrieve it to the track of healthy, stable, and sustainable development.
Wang Yi said the China-U.S. relationship is at a critical crossroads, stressing that the two sides' common interests outweigh their differences. He also urged relations to get back on track as soon as possible for the sake of both countries and the world. The U.S. striking a similar tone, saying it hopes for a stable and sustainable relationship to prevent miscalculation. Creating stability in U.S.-China ties is seen as crucial amid major conflicts outside their borders, the most recent and pressing being the Israel-Hamas war. Both sides pushing for peace in the Middle East and their support for a two-state solution. Beijing also stressing the importance of preventing the humanitarian crisis in the region from escalating. China is currently working to mediate a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas as a precursor to an international peace conference. While the two sides are at a general consensus about the Middle East crisis, they remain at odds on a number of long-standing issues. Beijing has pushed for a lifting of U.S. tariffs on Chinese imports imposed during the Trump era, and the lifting of restrictions on U.S. exports of semiconductors to China. At the end of these meetings, the two sides agreed to move the relationship forward by holding consultations on maritime affairs, non-proliferation, and foreign policy. Francis Ko, CGTN in Washington.